Welcome to our video about Giuliani's 120 right-hand studies for the classical guitar.
This video will serve as an introduction. We will go over a brief history, as well as our approach and pertinent definitions and terms you will need to know in order to complete these.
So be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel to make sure you get all the updates for the videos in this series. Mauro Giuliani was a virtuoso guitarist, pedagogue, and composer who lived from 1782 to 1829. His works have become pretty standard in the classical guitar repertoire, and for good reason too. They're amazing. So if you haven't heard any of his works, be sure to check out some recordings.
Giuliani was a great teacher of the classical guitar of his day, and even wrote a method including these right-hand studies, which we will be looking at in this video series. These videos will be covering a lot of what your right hand will be asked to do when playing classical guitar. They might not cover every single thing you have to do, but they will get you on your way.
I found that these exercises have changed my playing in a super positive way. Think about these arpeggios as gathering a set of tools for your toolbox. If all you had was a hammer, you couldn't build a house. But if you had a hammer, socket, wrenches, saws, and all the other good tools, you could build whatever you want. These arpeggio studies are going to help you build a toolbox for your right hand to help address a large portion of your repertoire demands. Our approach to these arpeggio exercises is to build stability in the right hand. A lot of beginners have a tendency to float away from the guitar when playing. And if done correctly, these exercises will keep you close to the guitar and keep your right hand in good form. And that's good because we want to stay as close to the strings as possible. As you come across unfamiliar things in your playing, you'll also likely be able to approach them in a much better way since you have this as a base. We will be giving you a standard way to play these as well as the occasional variation. The reason being is that there are different ways that you can approach things with the right hand, such as the full plant, the partial plant, and the sequential plant. I suggest you take these at whatever tempo or metronome marking that you can play them consistently and accurately. For these videos, I really won't be playing any of the arpeggios at top speeds because I'm more interested in getting you, the viewer, to be able to add them to your practice routine. However, some of these sound really cool at breakneck speeds. Just only do them that way if your hands can handle them. These videos are meant to be a supplement to your own score and whatever your teacher is telling you to do. So for these videos, it's really important to have a definition of terms, especially what we're going to call the fingers of the right hand. The thumb is pulgar, the index is indice, the middle is medio, the ring is annular, and the pinky is chico. But I'll be using abbreviations most of the time, so it's just P, I, M, A, and C. A rest stroke is a type of stroke where the finger in use comes to rest on the adjacent string after playing. For the thumb, this means always going down in number on the neighboring string. For I, M, and A, this means coming up in string number or towards you. Don't overthink this, just go in the natural direction of your pluck. A free stroke is when you don't come to rest on the adjacent string, but rather when you execute a pluck, you either clear the string or pull your fingers into your hand. So for the string numbers on the guitar, the highest string, the E string, is 1 and the lowest is 6. So in order, E is 1, B is 2, G is 3, D is 4, A is 5, and the low E is the 6th string. Left hand fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, and nothing for thumb. Remember, your thumb should be behind the neck in that proper classical form. Planting is to touch or prepare your fingers on the string before actually playing the note. In some cases, that means you'll mute a ringing note that's already going. As far as chords go, we'll always be switching between a C major or one of its inversions, as well as a G dominant 7 or one of its inversions. What this means is for your left hand, you're pretty much going to be doing the same left hand shapes for the entirety of the exercises. So we'll be giving more technical tips as the videos come out, but here's some things to look out for. The first, keep your wrist relatively straight. You don't want to be bending it in any unnatural positions.
Keep your IMA fingers close together. They should be rubbing together as you play.
Whenever you can do a rest stroke with the thumb, you should.
If you have nails, make sure they are the desired length and smoothly polished.
You want to perform the rest strokes and the free strokes from the back knuckle on the right hand, back here. Not up here like this, but from back here.
For the C major chord at the end of each exercise, your P finger hits both the 4th and the 5th string.